Good afternoon, students. So in the last class we have seen we have started with the third module, that is sequential circuits, and we have also seen the definitions of sequential circuits and combination circuits and some of the differences, right? And the sequential circuits are started with one category of a sequential circuit, which is a latch, right? So what is a latch? It is a part of a flip-flop. It is a part of a flip-flop family in which the output changes immediately. The output changes immediately when the input changes. Right? So to understand the flip-flop, we need to understand the latch first, and we have also seen a basic bistable element which is made up of two inverters which are cross connected, okay, like this, right? So this, due to this feedback, these sequential circuit will act as a memory elements, right? So this is a basic bistable element which you have seen in the last class using two NOT gates, right? So in today's class we will continue our discussion on this latch, right? Next we will see the SR latch, right? So SR stands for set and R stands for reset latch, right? So here we are going to form this SR latch using a NOR gate, NOR gates, right? So now instead of cross connecting the inverters, we are going to cross connect the NOR gates, right? So this is the SR latch. This is first NOR gate, this is second NOR gate. One input of a NOR gate is connected to one of the output of second NOR gate, and the output of first NOR gate is going to be connected to one of the input of second NOR gate, right? So next this input will be R and this input will be S, because as the name itself shows, S stands for set and R stands for reset, right? So that means when S is equal to 1, the latch has to set means, what do you mean by set? Q should be equal to 1. That means that latch is going to store 1, right? So when reset, what do you mean by reset? Q is equal to 0. That means the state of the flip-flop will be equal to 0. So here the latch, instead of flip-flop we have to say a latch, right? So here the outputs of these latches or these gates are not called as outputs, they are called as the states, right? So the state values will tell what the latch or the flip-flop is going to store, right? So next we will operate that SR latch. We will see its operation, okay? So here I'll redraw that circuit again, SR latch using two NOR gates, okay? So this is first NOR gate, output is Q. This is second NOR gate where output is Q bar, okay, and this output is connected to Q bar and this output is connected to Q. Then this is R and this is S, right? Since I have two inputs for SR latch, so how many input combinations we can write? We can write 4 input combinations. So the input combinations are 0 0, 0 1, 1 0 and 1 1, right? So now I have to fill these two columns. Q and Q bar columns needs to be filled, okay? So when let us say 0 0, when I apply R is equal to 0, S is equal to 0, right? So without knowing the second input, I cannot say what is the output of either of these OR gate, right? So what I'll do here, I'll assume the previous state. So these are called the previous state of the latch, right? So either you can assume the previous state as either 0 1 or 1 0, right? So here I am assuming q as 0 and q bar as 1, right? So I will write one more column here where I will assume q is equal to 1 and q bar is equal to 0, right? So we will see what happens in both the cases, right? So when I make s and r is equal to 0 0, what happens? This one is applied to the first NOR gate, right? So this is equal to 1, right? 0 NOR 1 is, what is the property of NOR gate? What is the property of NOR gate? If any one input is equal to 1, then output is 0, then output is equal to 0, right? Since again here one of the input of first NOR gate is 1, right? So q will be equal to 0, right? And this 0 is applied to the second NOR gate, second input of second NOR gate. So both here both the inputs are 0, so q bar is equal to 1. That means when q is equal to 0 and q bar is equal to 1 and r and s both are is equal to 0, the output is not going to change, right? So this is called the no change state of the latch, no change state of the latch, when r is equal to 0 and s is equal to 0. Similarly, we will identify what happens when q is equal to 0 and q bar is equal to 1. So now I will change it to, I will make q is equal to 1 and q bar is equal to 0, right? So what happens here? 0 is applied to second input of first NOR gate. So both inputs are 0 for first NOR gate. So what is the output of the first NOR gate? Is equal to 1, right? So this one is applied to the second input of second NOR gate. So one of the input is 1 here, so output of second NOR gate is equal to 0, right? So again, when I keep r is equal to 0 and s is equal to 0, whatever may be the previous state, either 0 1 or 1 0, so they are going to remain same, right? So hence this state is called the no change state, right? I hope you understood the first row, right? So when s is equal to 0 and r is equal to 0, the output of the latch, or you can take later we will again discuss SR flip-flop, in which there also the output is not going to change when s is equal to 0 and r is equal to 0. Okay, next we will see when s is equal to 0 and r is equal to 1. Okay, better we will redraw it. So if I explain it in only one circuit, then you will get confused, right? So what I will do, for each combination I will redraw the circuit. So this is R and this is S, right? So let us assume the previous state. You can assume anything, right? So what I will do now, S second row, I am going to explain the second row where S is equal to 0 and R is equal to 1, right? So since reset is high, what should be the value of Q? It should be 0 and 1, right? So in that case I cannot say it as no change state, right? So I will explain you in both the cases when Q is equal to 0 and Q is equal to 1, right? So now since one of the input of first NOR gate is 1, no need to get the second input, right? So here if I take the second input which is equal to 1, so both are high, Q will be equal to 0, right? Next, this 0 is applied to the second input of second NOR gate, so 0 NOR 0 is equal to 1. So this state I cannot call it as no change state, because see now what happens. If my previous state is 1 0, if my previous state is 1 0, what happens? This one I am explaining for these two combinations. Okay, so what is Q bar value? Q bar value now it is 0. So this 0 is applied to first NOR gate, right? Since one of the input is 1, so Q will be equal to, Q will become 0, right? And this 0 is applied to second NOR gate. 0 NOR 0 is equal to 1. Are you getting the same state here? No, previous state was 1 0 and now I am getting it is equal to 0 1. So I cannot call this state as what? No change state. So this state is called a reset state, right? Since reset is high or R is high, the latch is going to reset. That means Q will be equal to 0, and q bar will be equal to 1. That means that particular latch is going to store 0, right, because the latch is reset, right. So next I'll redraw it again. We'll verify the third condition, okay, where s is equal to 1 and r is equal to 0, okay. So output is connected to q bar, this q output is connected to second input, this is second gate, this is first gate, this is r, and this is s. Now what I am doing is I am making s is equal to 1 and r is equal to 0 for the third case. S is 1, r is 0, and what are the values of q and q bar. Let us assume the previous state is 0 1, right. So what happens to this state we will see. Since q bar is 1, since q bar is, sorry, the previous state, what was the previous state? Wait, see here, s is equal to 1, right. The second output gate will not wait for the second input, right. A second NOR gate will not wait for the second input, right. Since s is equal to 1, q bar suddenly changes to 0, right. So q bar will become 0, and this q bar is applied to the second input of first gate. So since both inputs are 0 for first NOR gate, so output will be equal to 1. So when s is equal to 1, r is equal to 0, q will set. That means the latch will set, right. So because s is equal to 1, that means set is high and reset is 0, q will be equal to 1 and q bar is equal to 0. So this state is called as the set state, right, and this will become the previous state for the next value of s and r. If I change what is the last combination of s and r, it is equal to 1 1, right. So for 1 1, this state will become the previous state, right. So we will verify the last combination now, okay. So what happens here, what is the last state of the latch, sorry, this is r and this is s. Now I am verifying it for s is equal to 1, r is equal to 1. So to verify for this state, for this inputs, what will be my previous state? Previous state is set state. That means q is equal to 1 and q bar is equal to 0, right. Since both the inputs of both the inputs of or 1 1 inputs of these two NOR gates is equal to 1, so they will not wait for the second input, so both the outputs will become 0, right. So is it a proper state? No, because both states should be complement to each other. Say one output is q, second one is q bar. That means if q is 0, q bar should be 1, right. So for 1 1, what we got, both outputs is equal to 0 0. Why I am putting star mark? So that star mark denotes it is not a valid state. So this is called the intermediate state, state, or you can also call it as the forbidden state, right. So even this state appears in SR flip-flop as well, right. To avoid that SR flip-flop, we will use a JK flip-flop, right. So I hope you understood the working of SR latch. Similarly, next we will see a second kind of latch, which is called S bar R bar latch. The next latch is S bar R bar latch, right. So in the previous slide we have seen SR latch, which is made up of two NOR gates. Now I am going to build this S bar R bar latch using a NAND gates. Two NAND gates are cross coupled, right, and S bar R bar latch is built. This is Q bar. So one input of first NOT gate, NAND gate, is connected to Q bar, and the second input is connected to Q. Then this we call it as R bar, and this input is S bar, right. So how to obtain S bar and R bar? S bar and R bar can be obtained using 1 1 NOT gate, right. So I can also connect 1 1 NOT gate here, right? So this is also called as SR latch using a NAND gate, right? So now how to analyze this? Again we are going to analyze the truth table of SR latch. Sorry, in this case it is called as S bar R bar latch, or you can also call it as SR latch, but we are using NAND gates, right? So now first state 0 0, I'll assume the previous state either 0 1 or I'll assume it as 1 0. And what is the property of NAND gate? What is the property of NAND gate? If one input is 0, if input is 0, if any one of the input is 0, then output is equal to 1, right? So now we will assume the previous state as 0 1, right? So now S is equal to 0, R is equal to 0. First row S is equal to 0, R is equal to 0. What is S bar? S bar is equal to 1, R bar is also equal to 1, right? Since both the inputs of NAND gates are 1, that means the output of NAND gates will wait for the second input, right? So here the second input is 1, right? So this input is 1 NAND 1 is 0, and this input is 0. Since one of the input is 0, that means output of NAND gate will be equal to 1. So that means the output is equal to 0 1. That state remains same. If I take the previous state as 1 0, now we will verify. So this input will be equal to 0, so output of first NAND gate will be equal to 1, right? And this input is 1 NAND 1 is equal to 0. So that means the first state is going to remain same. That means a no change state. Okay, the first state is no change state. Second set of input, which is 0 1. Okay, we will verify the operation of this circuit. So now I'll assume the previous state as 0 1. Okay, I'll assume this as the previous state, right? So previous state is 0 1. Okay, now I'll make R is equal to 1, the second row. R is equal to 1 and S is equal to 0. Since S is equal to 0, S bar will be equal to 1, R bar will be equal to 0. Since one of the input is for NAND gate is 0, output will become 1, right? And this 1 is applied to second input of NAND gate, first NAND gate. So 1 NAND 1 is 0. So that means what is the output? Output is 0 1, which is also called as a reset state. You can also verify it for by taking the previous state as 1 0. So this is a reset state. Similarly, the third case, that is 1 0. The next input combination, which is 1 0, right? So for this 1 0, the previous state is 0 1. So Q is equal to 0. This will act as a previous state, right? So Q bar is equal to 1, right? Since S is equal to 1, output is 0, R is 0, output is 1 here, right? Since one of the input of NAND gate is 0 here, so Q will be equal to 1, and this Q input, it will act as an input for second NAND gate. So 1 NAND 1 is equal to 0. That means for 1 0 set state, the latch will set because S is equal to high. The truth table remains same, only the circuit is different because instead of NOR gate I am using a NAND gate, right? And the last combination I will explain here itself. So this 1 0 will act as what? Will act as the previous state, right? Since S is equal to 1, R is equal to 1 for the last combination, what should be the value of S bar? S bar is equal to 0 and R bar is also equal to 0. Since both the inputs of one input of both the NAND gates are 0, output will be equal to 1 1, right? So again they are not complement to each other. I can call it as indeterminate state. Sorry, I said in intermediate state, that is wrong. It is called indeterminate state. Indeterminate state, or it is also called as forbidden state, right? So these are the basics of SR latch and S bar R bar latch, right? So in the next class we will start with the flip flop. Okay, thank you.